Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in on us live this Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying time with your families, your friends. Get some relaxation, because I know a lot of us will be really busy this week. So I just want to say thank you, guys. I wanted to make a quick video to talk about this grassroots movement, and also how you guys can help continue this effort, not only just to find my son, because that's very important to me, and I'm going to really keep pushing, but also to help other families as we tackle this whole crisis that we have in this country, and try to make some changes and do the best we can. I want to talk about those things, and also I want to hear some of your feedback, and just want to be able to listen and hear some of the comments that you guys may have. I don't have much time, because I have a interview that I will be doing in less than 30 minutes. So it's going to be really quick, you guys, but I will be back on for another live. It's just that I really want to engage with you guys and talk about a few things. So having said that, I'll see you guys on the other side. When the lights and camera turn off, I will be here. When the interest and conversation fade, I will be here. When there's no one around, a father will do anything it takes to be there for his son, to protect his family. Without these special people behind me, I wouldn't have a search. Hello, everybody. Dave Robinson again. Thank you again, like I said, for joining me on this live last minute type deal. I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for your constant support, no matter you guys always been there. So I truly appreciate you guys. I want to say first up, you guys, Daniel has been missing since June the 23rd of 2021. It's my job as a father to continue my fight to search for my son. I set it out as a mission. As soon as I arrived left South Carolina to get to Arizona to find my son. Of course, I want to work side by side with law enforcement. Some of those things didn't work out, but you know what? As a father, I had to make sure that effort kept going. And I have to do what I have to do as a father to make sure that my children is fine and safe. And that's my main priority. So again, I want to say thank you everybody for being that supportive, who have been coming out to the deserts, who've been supporting financially, supporting and morally, supporting sharing Dane's story, etc. It goes on and on and on. Needless to say, it's been a grassroots movement of people like yourself with great hearts and great minds to try to help people that you just don't even know. You have your empathy there, and it really touched me in this whole journey. I have to look back at times of the tons and tons of videos and pictures that has been created along the way. Sometimes when you're in the moment, you don't stop. You just keep going. You keep going and going, and then when you look back, you're just amazed at things that you see. For instance, for me, I've seen what America is capable of, right? We have people from all walks of life, like I say in my bio, from everywhere. There was no political thing. If nobody cared about what association politically you are, what color you are, race wise, where you come from, your economic status. We all came together for one common cause. I watched you guys. I was out there in the desert, desperate to find my son, scared, afraid that he was stuck in some mine or something. We had to rescue him. I had volunteers out there from before the sun come up, 118 degrees, and we were out there to sometimes 4 o'clock in the evening, scouring that desert trying to find one person, my son, Geologist Daniel Robinson. And like I said, just that whole love of people utilizing their gas and their time out there, it meant a lot to me, and it means a lot to me currently. And I still say to you guys that you are my extended family. And I truly appreciate it. And I tell you guys, I love each and every last one of you for what you do. And like I said, I wouldn't be able to have gotten this far without you. So again, having said that, anybody who has been out there 9 times out of 10, person or persons who know a lot about what happened to a missing person, know about a crime, or sadly to say, we have found evidence of foul play, according to my investigator, not law enforcement, but according to my investigation. 9 times out of 10, the person or person who has some involvement with that they would come out to the searches. They would come out to lend a hand and things like that. So if you are one of those persons, please, by all means, use the number that you see on the bottom of the screen. The number is a tip line that I pay for. There's people out there that will answer your call. This number, they will answer your call 24 hours, 7 days a week. Live operators. You can remain anonymous if you don't want them to know who you are. You can remain anonymous. I wouldn't know who you are, but definitely need those tips to come in. If you have something that can bring my son home, it's time. And here it is, 2024. He went missing 2021. It's time to say something. I can't say if you don't want to talk to anybody at all, you still can leave a tip to what happened to my son. You can do it 2 ways as well. You can, if you want to talk directly to me, you have an option to do that. But if you just want to, just like say, be anonymous, you have an option to do that as well. Again, to leave that information that I really need. So if you just want to talk to me direct, you can use the cell phone number you see at the bottom of the screen, 800-803-200-7994. Or you can email, please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. And that if you have any kind of tip or information about my son, so I really need that. My family really need that. We need this closure. So I want to say that up front. So definitely dig in your heart and your mind and soul, and give us, my family, the answers that we need, because I'm looking, I'm fighting, and I'm going to continue to fight. I'm still engaged in law enforcement. I'm really happy about you guys are helping me with the mail-in protest that's been going on for over a year now. And like I said, it keeps Daniel's name in Arizona. It keeps Daniel's name out into active status. No law. Anybody can go to law enforcement right now, into the Buckeye Police Department, and ask what's the status on Dane's case. It would not be a cold case. They would never use the word cold case. They would never use the word it's closed, because of you guys are keeping it active by sending those picket signs that you guys see on that website. Again, I'm gonna just go real quick to the website so you guys can look at that, because it's, like I said, it's real important. Please help find Daniel.com. You guys go to the website, and like I said, you come down on the screen, you will see those picket signs. You have everything also on the website that you guys, ways you guys want to help in any way, in the form. I really appreciate you guys who have been doing that. Um, uh, please help find Daniel.com. It's the PDFs here, you guys. This is exactly what they look like. This is a sample what they look like, but when you want to download it, you download it with these right here. There's 5 here. But what you've been doing, downloading those, you guys, for those who haven't been doing it already, I really appreciate if you guys can. It is a form of donation because you guys are utilizing your own money. You using envelopes, stamps, you know what I'm saying? I know things are costly, ink. And so I'm saying thank you up front. Thank you so much for joining in on the mail-in protest. I do not take that for granted. But please help find Daniel.com. Again, please mail these picket signs. Those picket signs sit at the top of the screen here. Mail them to this addresses here. Please mail them here to the Buckeye Police Department and also the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. The Buckeye Police Department would be Chief Sanders, Chief Robert Sanders. Maricopa County would be Sheriff Russ Skinner. So if you guys can do that for me, I truly appreciate it. Because it would make a big difference. Like I said, it continue to keep Daniel's case alive and well into that Buckeye, the police department. They cannot call it a cold case, and because Daniel's case is not, it's far from being a cold case. We have so much information that need to be processed. You guys already know I've been speaking and preaching about this for almost 2 years, over 2 years now. To have law enforcement to process Daniel's vehicle the correct way, the proper way. And those are some of the things you guys have caused me to make the movements that I have been making towards, you guys know it's no secret I'm running for U.S. Congress out of my state for District 2. And, I really need you guys' support on that as well, because I look at this big grassroots movement, like I said in the bios as well, is that being human and seeing the problem and living the problem, we have to do something about the problem. And so I know this grassroots movement that we have here has the power to do that. Have the power to make these changes and stuff. You guys, like you guys showed me and taught me some things, and just to see the love and the action that I have been seeing. These mail-in protests have been going on for a while. Like I said, it's because of you guys. I just asked you guys, and you guys have been helping. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, we have to do something. We have to do something. We cannot allow what we see to continue going on, especially with these families, because every day that's 2,300 people, 3,500 people every day going missing, and over 600 to 750,000 every year go missing in this country. And it's not right now we're speaking. I'm sure there's a family out there who have a missing loved one. Excuse me. But they have a missing loved one, and we got to make sure we do everything we can to find our loved ones. So again, I just want to say, you guys, I want to talk about missing in America real quick, and then I'm going to have to jump off. Like I said, I have a engagement as well. But missing in America, you guys, is one of the things that is a theme that I really try to hold on to, is to talk about the missing that we have in America. And I want to say one thing up front as well, you guys, before I forget, because this is really heavy on my mind. You guys heard about the case of Riley Strand that had just went missing a few days ago, and he's still currently missing, from my understanding. So you guys can look that story up. Who don't know, I've been made aware of it yesterday. Just listening to News Nation. I've been on News Nation yesterday to talk about the case, Daniel's case, and also my run for Congress. And it's devastating to even hear a young man, because it kind of is so reminded because of the age he is. His early 20s. I think it was 22, and he's 22 years old. And I think, if I could be right, 22 years old when I remember. And how that family feel. It's rough. It's rough to. And what your guys see on that screen, you go watch the videos and watch the family, hear what they have to say. I'm telling you guys, just imagine that happens every day in this country, every day. But yet we have these technologies and things like that. I get it. People out there, they have all these nonprofit organizations say, hey, we can go search for people, this and that. And that's very grateful. Grateful, because we actually have some success in some of those instances. However, there's some things that could be done a lot better. And trust me, I've been in the fight, so I know the restrictions that are there for families that causes the problems that we have. It causes things to not be done quickly. It causes the problem that we have. So we got to fight that, you guys. And I know this grassroots movement can do that. Missing in America, according to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons Namers database, which is funded by the U.S. Department of Justice. More than 600,000 people go missing annually. Approximately 4,400 unidentified bodies are recovered each year. According to the U.S. Department of Justice National Missing and Unidentified Person System, there are 22,740 missing people in the United States as of February 21st of 2023. And, like I say, this is from 2023. As of 2023, you guys, since February last year, but I tell you that number's grown. For instance, like South Carolina, here in South Carolina, we have 270 people already missing, man. It's horrible. The starting the year here is just in March. So you can imagine how that number would grow over time. And those numbers are climbing. Statistics for the United States: nearly 40% of the missing persons are persons of color. Yet Black people make up only 13% of the population, and that is a staggering amount. These people are color, are people like my son Daniel, guys who you already know. My son have been missing, like I said, since 2021, and we have to do everything we can to bring my son home. I have been doing that for over 2 years, and going on, it's getting closer to 3 years, you guys. And like I said, we have answers. We have answers there. We just need our law enforcement to do more. We can't just settle for, hey, look, can you imagine, just putting itself, and I said, preach it over and over. It's like beating a dead horse. You say it over and over again. If my son, the vehicle where it was found out there in that ravine, if it was a police cruiser, you think they would have swapped the steering wheel and the shifter and the door, or whatever they said, and say that's good enough? No, they would have been checking the airbag, especially with both airbags deployed on passenger and the driver's side. They would have been found out with the red trend. We're not making a long story short. I don't have to go through the proper details, but you know exactly what would have happened if, for instance, it was a law enforcement agency. I can imagine if I was here and Daniel have never been missing, and we heard a story about this police vehicle. This police just drove off in the desert, and they found the same day his vehicle out there in the desert, further from where he was last seen, and his uniform lined the ground 3 feet away from the vehicle. Vehicle turned on the side, and his radio, his gun, all that is still in the vehicle. And they just say it wouldn't say, oh, maybe he walked off, he had a brain injury, walked off, took his uniform off, and some animal ate him, or he joined a monastery, we'd never heard that. Matter of fact, we would have heard national news about it, and then we would have people from South Carolina. I would have heard some in Richland County officers going out to Arizona to help find and locate this officer. I know it 100%, you guys. If we cannot say it would have been any different. Matter of fact, it would have been a crime scene immediately without evidence of crime. It would have been looked at as a crime. So what I'm saying is, the bottom line is, all cases should be treated the same. There should not be a bias, whether you're blue, green, whatever the case may be. Because I know when I'm in the military, we all call ourselves green. We want. The police tend to call themselves the blue. And they blue, and they'll look out for each other. Oh, I got to look out for my brother. No, we need to look out for Americans. We all are Americans, and whether you're in the military, police, officer, or whatever the case, we all Americans. And like I said, you guys, I've seen that in the desert. We put up all of that just to go search for Daniel, and I really appreciate you guys for doing that. But anyway, my son Daniel continue to be missing. Continue to be missing is based on some of the actions that I see, and I'm not going to allow, as a father, for this to continue on. Do everything I can to make sure I'm continue to engage and push law enforcement further. All right, Milton Harris, you guys from Baltimore, Maryland. You guys see me put him up before. Date of birth, January the 3rd, 1956. Been missing ever since 2023, you guys. If you guys know anything about Mr. Harris, please call 911, call your local police station, and look out for, to try to reach out to those challenges. You can even reach out to me, you guys. The tip line at the bottom, I will try to make sure I get that tip to the right persons. Also, you got Denisha Goodner. She missing out in Madison, Texas, that January of 2026. Date of birth, January 2026. Missing since August the 6th of 2023. We need to also bring her home too. And then many others that are missing out there. By far, the most common reason for a person to be reported missing in this country is kidnapping, particularly of children under the age of 6. According to the Child Find of America, up to 2,300 children are reported missing every day in this country. Can you imagine that? That's just crazy. Out of that 3,500 or so people missing every day, 2,300 children are reported missing every day in the United States. So, if you don't call this a problem, I don't know what people, you know, you know, if that's not a problem, I don't know what the problem is. Duke Flores, you guys, April the ninth, missing since April of 2019. Out of Alpha Valley, California. You have a number there, you guys, if you need to report. You guys know who Duke Flores is, and you've seen him or seen anyone with him. You can call that 800 number, 800-443-5678. And you guys, also we have Danny Couch, you guys, and baby. And then, but like I said before, you guys, I believe when I put this here, I think the story was he's also with his mother, who's also a child, a young lady, who's missing as well. Missing ever since January of 2023 out of Odessa, Texas. The number there again, 800-843-5678. You guys, please help these families, help me share missing person stories. We're going to make awareness, keep it alive. That's what this grassroots movement is all about. So again, you guys, I really, again, appreciate everything you guys doing for Daniel, because I'm about to jump off, you guys. I have less than 10 minutes or so. But Daniel, I'm still trying to get these flyers out. You guys, please help find Daniel.com. You can request these flyers. You can go on the website as well. Please help find Daniel.com. You can go into volunteer, the search tab, and you can go down the bottom and you'll see a form there that will say, I'm going to change that tab to say, just for flyer distribution for now until I get a search back up to get that final little spot out there in the desert. But for now, you guys, if you go on there, you can find that sheet, that form as well. But to keep the problem down, you guys can go to please help find Daniel. Go to please help find Daniel, or reach me at please help find Daniel at yahoo.com and request flyers, or you can go to please help find Daniel.com. There's a flyer tab there, print the flyer tab. You guys, if you guys want to donate in that form to print those flyers out and on yourself, and put them out into your community. They have the front and back side of that flyer, and you guys can, like I say, download this PDF and help me out by getting it into these communities. And a lot of people ask why, and I told you guys how the flyers help. There's eyes and ears everywhere. It's awareness, and also bring resources that is needed to continue to fight for my son. You receive a box just like this, you guys, for those who request the flyers, or you may receive those flyers in another form, because I have someone else who's also helping me get these flyers out, and I really appreciate her. She's doing a wonderful, tremendous job on that. But either way you guys decide to ask for these flyers, I really need them out there. So if you guys can do that, I truly appreciate you. Again, please help find Daniel.com if you want to print them. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com if you want to request for the flyers to continue to get out there. So again, the tip line is on the bottom of the screen there, you guys, again, and I really appreciate you. Lastly, you guys, before I go, this is very, very important. Something I really continue to talk about now is my run for office, you guys. So I really, really decided to do so because it's hard to you know how it is, just being a constituent for all manners of reasons. I have things in South Carolina here that's very indigenous to South Carolina, issues that I do not like. I'm in a district that's been represented by someone, in my opinion, that would put his political interests in front of what's really needed here in our state and our district. At the same time, you guys have been put into place by God, I believe, to do a work, because hey, I'm just a father out there in that desert searching hard. I just know when I hear a calling, I have to go forward with that. God bless me to be out there in the desert to find people like you to help go search for my son. However, at the same time, you guys have seen a need that need to be done, just like I did when I saw a need in 9/11 and fought for this country. Of course, when my son went missing, I went to go act as well. But I see a need when it comes to missing person cases, and we're not really doing the best we can in the United States when it comes to our own people going missing. We go out, like I say on this lives all the time. We went out and found Osama bin Laden. I use him as an example because he was in Pakistan at the time. but we somehow can't find Americans here. And he didn't want to be found. I mean, he did everything he can to hide. You got missing loved ones here who missing from some different circumstances most of the time, and somehow we say we can't find them. People don't just vanish. We have technologies that are out there, and but we have these tech companies and everybody else who use their own privacy policies to hold data until a point where they feel they are justified because of retention and things like that. So I want to stop all of that. So I want to stop all of that, you guys, because it's been problematic in my son's case. It's been problematic into a lot of other family case. Daniel is America's son because what happens in this case happens to people every day, and I see it. Like you see it. You guys can see it. Just open your eyes and you see that. You can see it happen every day, and somebody have to stand up and do something. And I really feel like this movement we have can actually make a change in this country. So when it comes to that as well, and as well as other things too. So I need your support is what I'm asking, guys. I need your support to go into this next level of fight that I'm doing. So you want to support this grassroots movement, you can join us, by supporting my campaign. Elect David Robinson to Congress. You can go to visit davidrobinsonforcongress.com, davidrobinsonforcongress.com, and help me get this campaign off the ground. I really want to get it moving, and we need to get things moving. So again, you guys, thank you so much for your time. I really do have to jump off. I have 3 minutes to actually do an interview. So love you guys. Thank you so much, and hope like I said, you guys have a wonderful weekend with your family. Hold them close and really tight. You guys, just love your family. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. And I definitely will see you on the next time around. So take care.